Hi, this is Ed Baig with USA Today. So Apple's been getting a lot of attention for the iPhone 6 Plus, their first really ginormous iPhone. Takes them into the phablet space, so named because these are either large phones or small tablets. But arch rival Samsung actually pioneered the phablet space with the Galaxy Note series that goes back to 2011. Well, now there's a brand new Galaxy Note 4, and it's improved in a number of ways. Let me start with the display, which is 5.7 inches. That's the same size as the display on its predecessor, the Galaxy Note 3, and also a little bit larger than the 5.5-inch display on the iPhone. It's a beautiful display, quad HD, better than HD display. I think you'll really be impressed with it. Now, of course, you can use that display as a viewfinder for the cameras. The cameras are better on this device as well. On the rear, we now have a 16 megapixel camera. On the front, we have a 3.7 megapixel camera. Samsung's added optical image stabilization to improve low light photography. And they also added a couple of features that are supposed to help you when you're shooting selfies. Frankly, I found them a bit gimmicky. Okay, let's move on to the S Pen. This is the digital pen that the Notes have had since the beginning, and another thing that sets it apart from the iPhone, which of course does not come with a pen. And what you can use it for is to draw on the screen, to write on the screen. You could even use it for certain mouse-like functions. Well, the digital pen, or the S Pen, on the new device is greatly improved. It now has 2,000 levels of pressure. That's double what was on the S Pen on the prior model. So a better S Pen. Now, Samsung has stepped up the design with this device. It's got an aluminum rim here that makes it feel more premium than its predecessor. There's still a lot of plastic here that won't appeal to everybody. Doesn't make good use of metal quite like the iPhone does, but it is a better design than the Notes that came before it. Now, Samsung has also paid attention to power, and they've got a real neat feature here that's a potential lifesaver, which is the ability to actually charge the phone when it's completely dead really fast. In fact, Samsung says you can get up to 50% of battery power by plugging in just for a half hour. Now, I put this to the test. I actually got 44% the first try, 47% the second try, not quite 50%, but still very impressive, and again, a potential lifesaver. Now, let me quickly mention a couple of other things in here. There's a heart rate scanner in here. This phone can now measure blood oxidation. There's also a fingerprint scanner in here, and it's greatly improved compared to my tests on its cousin, the Samsung Galaxy S5 smartphone. Better fingerprint scanner in here. Lastly, let me mention what this will do, which is work with an accessory known as the Gear VR. It's a virtual reality head-mounted contraption. Samsung developed it with Oculus, the game people. I got to demo it quickly. It's pretty cool, but Samsung did not provide test units of the Gear VR just yet, so I was not able to test it in real-world situations. So overall, Samsung has produced what is maybe the finest smartphone that it's ever made. It certainly holds its own against the new iPhone and other competition that's out there. Solid device, and if you're a fan of Android, you'll be very impressed with the Galaxy Note 4. For USA Today, I'm Ed Baig, and I'll catch you next time.